Dr. Dre is in full effect, and I gotta tell y'all a little something. Eazy-E is down with us. MC Ring, you know he's down with us. DJ Yella is down with us. Arabian Prince, you know he's down with us. Tony A the Wizard is down with us. JJ Fag is down with us. Timmy T, you know he's down with us. DJ Pooh Boy is down with us. Toddy P and Spade, they're down with us. My boy Ice Cube, you know he's down with us. I like to mention, so pay attention to where I'm from, Compton, but the tapes are from the Rodium. My name is Dre, listen while I play. And by the way, I'm also down with NWA. Yo, Steve at the Rodium is down with us. Slanging funky tapes, it is a must. We're number one.
Welcome everybody to episode 13 Rodium Radio. This is our first Sunday, and for those that have logged in, thank you very much. I got a special guest today. They call him Big Daddy Swolls. We're gonna find out why they call him Big Daddy Swolls. Not only is he a bodybuilder, he's a rapper and also a bodyguard. I thought his story was very interesting when I met this guy. We became very close. I invited him on the show, and I want you guys to meet him. So once again, without further ado, Big Daddy Swolls, thank you very much for coming.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's good, brother?
Man, chilling slow motion as always, brother.
Yeah, how was your Thanksgiving?
Cool. Man, it was good, man.
Did you eat a lot?
I had one meal, but I took the family up to the snow, enjoyed myself for a little bit, and then came back down and just chilled with the mom, But my mom's like 10 hours away, man, so that's a rough drive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, before we get into the bodybuilding, the rapping, and the bodyguarding, I want to know before I sound goofy and I continue to call you Big Daddy Swolls, you don't mind if I call you Matt, right?
You can call me Swolls, Matt, whatever, bro.
Okay, cool.
You can shorten it up, man.
That'll work. I'll probably remix it.
Yeah, man. The Big Daddy,
Okay.
It just depends on who says
So, where were you raised at?
Man, I was raised in the Bay Area. I was born in Mountain View. I lived in East Palo Alto for a while.
A little bit louder, my brother.
I lived in East Palo Alto for a little while. I lived in Santa Clara, all throughout the Bay Area. Then I moved up to this town called, I'd say probably like when I was like 10 or 11, moved up to this town called Oroville, California. It was a little bit of a rough place up there too, you know what I'm saying? They like to hold it down up there. And then, after a couple of years, I moved to Chico. Then, back down. Finished up with a degree at San Jose State, but that was after the Marine Corps and a bunch of other things.
Okay. So you finished up with a degree in San Jose State. Now, before we get to that, what elementary school did you go to, and what? I know it was in the Bay Area, but what city was this?
Oh man, I was I think it was Mountain View area. I was like a Slater Gator. I think that's what it was. Like, I was a Slater, man. So Slater and then Chariot, and then
And then junior high?
Junior high I was up in Oroville around that time.
Oroville at the time?
Yeah.
And what high school did you attend there?
Man.
Junior high, I should say.
Man, I got kicked out of all the schools up there.
Really?
Yeah, I got kicked out. Yeah, because I was bullied a lot as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like from, I'll say 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grade, so the weights kind of came into play, and then you start meeting people and you just get tired of getting picked on.
And now, what high school did you attend?
Oh man, okay, so let's see, I went to Oroville, went to LP.
Okay, a little bit louder.
I'm sorry, man. I went to Oroville, LP, Prospect. Got kicked out of there, ran out of school, so I had to move to the next town, and then start going to Fairview, and then I ended up on adult school. So I finally decided to get my life right. And,
get your life together.
Yeah, then just so because I wanted to get out of the hood. So I went in the Marine Corps. I was like, okay, cool. So now I'm gonna get out of the hood, get in the Marine Corps, and just try to experience something different in life.
In high school, did you play any sports?
Oh man, yeah. I played football for about 2 weeks. That was it. They found out what kind of grades I had, and then they kicked me out. But I thought it was wasted time. I thought I was all right. You know what I'm saying? I could do my thing, man, on the field. But yeah.
So out of high school, did you graduate high school?
I did graduate, but not from a high school. It was an adult school.
Adult school.
Yeah.
Okay, like continuation school.
Yeah, past that. Like I was 18.
Okay.
Yeah, you're trying to because I got kicked out of continuation school too. So.
And after that, you mentioned you went to the Marines.
Yeah.
How many years was that?
Man, I did 2, but then I ended up getting out with a medical. So yeah. So there's some back problems. And stuff
where did you travel, or where were you stationed at?
Man, I never really had to travel. You know what I mean? I went on the one of the boats. You know what I'm saying, for a little while. USS Delmar for a little bit, and then did a couple little run arounds, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? I got lucky, man. I didn't have to go anywhere. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, now what made you go to the Marines out of all places? Because me, like growing up here in the hood, like I never thought about joining the service, you know.
Man, I wanted out of the town I was in. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I just wanted out, man.
That makes sense.
It just like, you know, for me, and it was a challenge. Anything that was always tough, I always kind of went after. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I made fun of being, you know,
I-
anything.
And I like that. Anything that was tough, I always went after.
Yeah.
That's good, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's good.
Yeah, well, you know.
You know, because most people run from that.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, it's the harder something is, like, I guess the reward is a little bit better. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? It's like achievements have always been something like I always try to finish something. You know,
Yes.
I never leave something untouched. That's not my thing. You know what I mean? I have to always finish something, get something from what I've started. You know, I gotta finish it. You know?
Yeah.
It just bothers me too much. But the Marine Corps was like one who was the toughest, or you know,
Right.
So we say. And then, you know, did that. And then after that, I had nothing else to do. I was coming back to the hood. So,
Okay.
all right, so I'm back in the hood. What am I going to do now? Run around, drink all the time, party, and then just get old?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, well, I got to graduate. I got to go to college. I got to do something. I got to expand my mind. It's like, okay, so if I'm going to graduate, you know what I mean?
Right.
All right, there'll be something for me at the
Right.
end of the line. But by the time I graduated, you know what I mean? After I went through Butte College, then I tried Chico State, and then I went down to San Jose State, and I finished up there. But when I graduated the year of, like I was finishing, the economy crashed.
Wow.
So there was no jobs, no work, no nothing after that.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? So that was like one of them situations where it's like, okay, well, you put in this work.
Okay.
You know?
Before we get to that,
Yeah.
growing up as a kid, what type of music was being played at home? Reason why I'm asking, because I know you rap now. So I
Yeah.
kind of want to know what possibly shaped and molded you to do what you're doing right now. What kind of music would your mom or dad play at home?
Okay.
Let's start off with your dad, or
Okay, well, I don't have a dad. Like I never grew up with dad.
Okay.
Met him. I think he's my dad. I'm not sure if he's my dad, so I'm still, you know.
Okay.
So I don't know, but don't like the dude. So whatever. Anyway, so, you know what I'm saying. You know, in my life, I don't know you, so whatever. Do your thing. No harm. But my mom, she was a Bible thumper, man. So you
Really?
know, yeah.
Okay.
So we were really poor, lived in family shelters, cars, things like that. You know, rough life. You know, welfare. You know how it goes, food stamps,
course.
and the whole nine. So, but it was whatever. My mom would let me play one rap artist.
wow.
If it wasn't from a band or a church that she had of her own thing, she would let me shop in little Christian centers, you know, where they had the little tape deck, and you'd have to go in there and just
Right.
only Christian rap music. So that was like what I was stuck to. But MC Hammer, you know, he was a Christian rapper, man. So
Right.
I was like religiously played Hammer. Because, you know, like I said, he's, you know,
Yeah.
professional. It's put out there. It sounds better than what, you know, these other people were probably putting together, and it was like well
Right.
known and played. So yeah, like that was like the
I
one
know.
thing I had to play.
On that album, he had that song, if I'm correct, That's Why We Pray.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he sampled Prince, When Doves Cry. That was an awesome song.
Yeah.
That was an awesome song. You could tell later on that Kurt Franklin kind of got like his little style from there when he did that song Stomp, which was also a Christian song.
Yeah.
You know. But so about how old were you when you first started listening to Hammer, or you were allowed to listen to Hammer?
Man, jeez, it was like I was always allowed to listen to him. I would say like
Teenager, younger than that, or
it was his Can't Touch This album when that first came out, like
Right.
1992, 90.
I think it was before that. I think it was
Can't Touch
actually
89.
Yes, I would say it was around there.
Really? That's somewhere
Yeah.
around there. But
We'll
that
Google
was around the time, because I was 1990s when I was able to listen to it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So that's where I was like, okay, you know, that's when actually I had a tape player to listen to it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So other than that, it was pretty much gospel music at home.
yeah, it's just filled with, you know, it's just, you know, it's not, you know, it wasn't the thing to bump, but, you know, it's like, you know, mom
I
made
get
the
it.
rules.
I grew up in a Catholic home where, you know, 5 brothers, 4 sisters. We pretty much played whatever, but we never really went to church. But at home, my parents were, in a sense, very religious. We had the candles and, you know, the rosaries and the Jesus statues and all of that.
Yeah.
I grew up, believe me, you know, I understand what you're saying. So now, you're bumping Hammer.
Yeah, nonstop.
Okay,
nonstop.
nonstop.
You know, with the tape, you know. But I mean, I had one of the tape. The tape deck was broken, right? So it's like you had to kind of like push and like slide that
Right.
thing in. And then,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the thing would come up. Like, it was like one of the little $20 Kmart radios. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, yeah. So, but I would do that, then rewind it, flip it around, you know, just do push-ups. And,
Oh,
you know,
good.
yeah, that's what I did.
So you went to the Marines.
Yeah.
You graduated college.
Yeah.
And what did you get into next?
Oh, well, okay, so I kind of went in this like little disparity pit, man, because a lot of bad things happened the year I was supposed to graduate college. My brother passed away, you know,
Sorry to hear that.
from some suicide stuff. Then what happened after that? You know, I lost my girl, you know, because she was going through some things, and then I caught a case from fighting. you know, I'm at the bar, but this time it wasn't me. The only times I got caught up is when I actually didn't, you know, like when it really wasn't my fault, like 100%. So anyway, so I caught the case, lost my brother, lost my girl. Economy took a shit. You know what I mean? So everything was just going downhill for me. And I started drinking, like, you know, man, this was a tough time in my life, man. So I'm like, this is killing me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was hardened by then, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, I was grown up, right? You know, being picked on my whole life. And then, you know, ended up fighting, you know, it just became routine, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I was already kind of used to, you know, being in the struggle of things. But this right here, when you lose someone and you go through this and you lose another person you love and you go through all these issues and this drama and all this hard work you did, now you can't go out and get a job. Right. You know, all this shit is just kind of coming down. Well, being as a May, I was with my buddy Wee Wee, Orlando Davis, which is really good friends, MC Hammer's right-hand man, which I met at church with my little brother he was friends with, right? Wow. So they started letting me be a part of their crew. So I started rolling with Hammer.
And that's how you met Hammer?
That's how I met Hammer, was through that situation. You're talking to a guy who's never met a celebrity in his life, and the first one he really meets and just takes me underneath his wing, you know, and he's like, yo, man.
And we are talking about MC Hammer, You Can't Touch This.
Yes.
You growing up, bumping his tape.
Nonstop.
Go to church, meet his friend, and then become his friend.
Yeah. Because he used to be a pastor at the church. Right. Wow. Yeah. So when I caught that case, I was heading up to check in because I ended up, you know, got doing some swap. You know, I got him on the phone like, oh man, this is amazing, man. I can't believe I'm talking to you. Like, you know, like I said, the first celebrity I ever met. Right. And it was Hammer. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it was an awesome thing. You know what I mean? He canceled a couple meetings to actually carry my brother out to his final resting place. He was like, that's how much love I got for that man. So he's a really important part of my life. So you became good friends with Hammer. Around what time? What came first, if you will? Your rapping, bodyguarding, or your bodybuilding? Oh man, I was always bodybuilding.
Always working out.
Yeah, because you know, like I wanted to be left alone as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So you know what are we doing? You know, we bang these weights. We want to hit hard. So you know, it wasn't anything like I wanted to fight. I just wanted to be left alone, and I would get my ass whipped so hard all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Like, yeah, I would be getting beat up, punched, kicked in the back of the head. You know, and then, you know, eventually you come sophomore year, you start standing up for yourself. This is where the expulsion starts to come in. You know what I'm saying? You start getting kicked out. Okay. You know, and then now you're starting to get hard. And it even got worse because I thought when I turned 21, I thought, okay, here comes the test, but I'm gonna set these waters straight immediately. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you know, one of my boys, like, they vouched for me. You know, I was doing my thing. Not anything I'm proud about, but I had to go through these trials and tribulations to get to where I am, to become who I am as a person. So I'm not mad at it. Right. But, you know, but the bodybuilding came first, definitely, to answer your question, because, you know, it was kind of a stigma in the hood, like the swoller you are, you know, you tend to be left alone a little bit more, because it's like that dude, you know, he might be able to hit a little bit harder than the average person. So I'm like, you know, so yeah, that's what happened.
I asked that because growing up, I had my two oldest brothers. One was named Frank and one was named John. They always worked out. Like as a kid, I always remembered their arms being humongous. Now, my second to the oldest brother, which is John, I just mentioned, I mean, he's kind of a short guy. He was like 5'6". He always wanted my height. He used to always tell me, you know, I'm his little brother. I wish I could have your height. I wish I could have your height. Yeah. I would work your shoulders. I would work this. I would do this. But he always has some big ass arms. Yeah. I mean, his arms literally looked like he was carrying two little pigs.
Oh yeah.
Like big ass arms, big chest.
Yeah.
You know, he went to Carson High School here in the Harbor area,
Yeah.
and he actually had records. What I mean by records, you know, like bench press.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
And so I asked him one day, why do you lift weights so much? And a lot of his answers were similar to yours. He said, I just want to be left alone. There's a lot of guys that are bullies because during that time we lived in Compton.
Yeah.
And he used to ride his 10-speed from Compton all the way to Carson just to go to school because he didn't want to go to any school in Compton.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so and he played football. Very successful guy, you know. My brothers always had that willing mentality, you know, kind of like yourself. You know, when you think it get tough, you tend to rise above it.
Yeah, you dig in deeper.
Yeah, you dig in deeper.
Yeah.
And that's a winner's mentality, and that's one thing that you cannot teach. You can try to show someone, but you can't teach that. You know,
there's a lot of difference between, you know, your knowledge and what's waiting on the other side of that wall, and then where you stop and decide to stay and be comfortable at. Because my mom said, man, you start to get comfortable, you start to die, bro.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I can't stop that. I got to.
Okay, so now you are good friends. You've been working out. You're good friends with Hammer. Did you start rapping soon after that, or
man, like, you know, the rapping thing kind of like came like a while after the Bodyguard, because I've been in the music industry on the Bodyguard side for a while.
Okay,
you know what I mean. So, I started rapping, I would say, man, like about 5 years ago. That's when I started.
So that's something as of recent.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's about 4 or 5 years ago. But like I always did it in my like room, you know what I mean? Or, like
of
with
course.
my boys, like we get a couple 40s and we just start, you know, just spitting whatever the fuck we can out. And it was just something fun to do. But then I was like, man, maybe I should try this. Let me just play around. First, it was just going to start off as like a weight track, you know what I mean? Then I was like, well, you know, maybe we can see if this couldn't go a little bit further. Let's try something else. And then, you know, keep going and then keep going and keep going. So
why not?
Yeah, so actually, I've always loved music. I've always like listened to something like, well, something else would have sounded better, you know, because everybody's a critic when they hear something. Oh, it should have been like this, because you know we all do it. And I was like, man, well, maybe now I can take advantage of something, because you know, me personally, music's playing now, you know, not my taste. You know what I'm saying? There's still some dope things that come out, but you know, not all of it. You know, it's 100%. You know, stuff I per se like to listen to. So. Because, you know, well, different conversations, you know, private arena, just because there's some people, you know, can be a little more sensitive than others.
So you are connected with Hammer. Did you start bodyguarding soon after that, or who was your first client? Was it another rapper?
It wasn't even a client. It was like, I mean, I was doing security for a while. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's the Bay Area rappers. I was, you know, always be around and stuff like that. But it was like, I started just kind of like, you know, I started really just kind of just watching his back with Hammer. Like it was just like, you know.
Right,
like,
that's how it began.
That's how it began, you know. And then people would approach me, you know, like Nicki Minaj approached me at the BET Awards, and you know, she had me, you know, go work for her for a couple of days. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then, like, you know, same thing would happen with, you know, Quick from a Hammer show. Like a lot of my contacts came from Hammer. Yeah, and I always circle back to him because you know, that's my family. You know,
it's funny because a big shout out to Gritty Greg. I know
big
he's watching.
shout out to Gritty Greg.
He tells me like this that he sees you one day and he goes, I see this one white boy walking across the street. I'm like, that's a big ass white boy. And he said, and after that I got connected. We talked, and then I guess that's where you make Quick. Everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he just called me one day. He's like, yo, man, Quick needs Bodyguard. You come to meet him. I'm like, okay, cool. But I met Quick before at a Juggalo festival with Hammer. Back in the day, yeah, but he forgot. But I mean, yeah, I met him. Man, yeah.
Now I know we're jumping a little bit ahead.
No, that's cool, man. I'm random.
But Nicki Minaj, okay, how was she as a person? Did you ever get a chance to talk to her?
I'm on the paperwork on that situation.
Okay,
I am. I'm really she covered the bases on that one. I can't say too much about it.
Okay,
you know.
Now, inquiring minds want to know. They probably already know, but I'm gonna ask: is the booty real or fake?
Come on, man. Like, for real, if you gotta ask, right? That's my thing.
But I know.
Yeah, I mean, did she do the one thing with you put the foot up on the stage? I'm like, you know, I mean, that's just kind of, you know,
So you're answering it without answering it, and you're giving us the answer.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, I mean, it's not hard. Okay, so say you look at, let's take a booty for example, right? And you turn this thing. Can I touch this?
Yeah, you go for it.
Okay, so let's take a look at this, man. Okay, so you only allowed so much cheek away from your thigh.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Like literally, with, you know, and it has to be muscle if there's going to be some cheek, and it's going to be a little bit firm, right? Now, if you take this thing and you chop off, let's just say this is a booty, right? This is healthy. You know what I'm saying? From the back, you know what I mean? It's cool. It's whatever. But you chop off this whole piece right here, right? You know, this whole section comes out, and you're left with like these legs on this. I mean, come on, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you just gotta look at them. Now, some people like it. It's cool. Do your thing. But to be able to really think that that's real, like you need to squat that out. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it 1,000. You know what I mean? Okay. But I'm not mad at it. You know.
I've never met her, so that's why I'm asking.
Oh, we're talking about. I didn't say anything about her, but I did say. Okay. I'm just saying, like, I get it. You just have to look at the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but booties don't fold like that. They'll either come with a lot more extra skin.
Right.
But.
There it is. There
it is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, that's and I'm a critique because I bodybuild. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I stare at bodies for ever. You know what I mean?
So okay. Now it's going back to Hammer. Your working clubs, and you ever get into a scuffle, man, with a gang of dudes in the club?
Oh my God.
Give us a story.
That's when I'm not. That happens when I'm not even working. You know. You want a story? Okay. All right, my brother just passed away. I just wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just a lot of pain. You know what I mean? A little angry. Come down to Hollywood. There's this place called Crest. I don't know if it's still around. It was on Sunset or Hollywood Boulevard. Right. I don't know, it was like a 2-story thing.
Okay.
And my buddy Alex I was with, we got a table. And man, I just like, there's these two crowds fighting. I think it was like some Afghan dudes and some brothers right in there together. And there's like, 10 on each side. And I had no problems whatsoever. I just got mad because I saw these guys just doing a bunch of talking. And I'm mad. I went on this side, punched this dude, turned around, punched that other dude. And I got jumped by like this whole crowd. But at that time I was very destructive. I was,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like I literally was just like, I don't look like it, but I've been in a lot of situations which I'm not too proud of.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like,
right.
It's part of my growth. No, I don't get anything like that anymore. Because as a bodyguard, my job is to keep these guys out of trouble.
Yeah, keep them safe.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let them get into trouble. Keep them away from the lawsuits. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, that's the job of a bodyguard. So as a bodyguard, I avoid the scuffles. My last fight was a while ago.
Okay.
I just got, eventually you don't want to catch those cases. Bro.
Now, being a bodyguard, do you ever get people just trying to start shit?
With me?
Yeah, just, reason why I asked, my brother used to work at a club for many years, and he was always big.
You're talking about a security gig?
No, I'm talking about bodyguarding. But
in general.
Many times he used to work the front door, and he was one of these guys that I consider like husky buff. He was just big, bulky, but he was strong as hell. And he used to get dudes that would just want to talk shit, want to test them to see if he can fight. Just because you're big doesn't mean you can fight.
That's true in a lot of cases.
Right,
a lot of people just get big because they
right.
just want to be left alone. A lot of people don't have that element of the hands.
Yeah, my brother was one of those choker guys. He was when the guy would start talking shit, he would just grab that dude by his damn neck and squeeze the shit out of him. And
there's that option too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But he got into a lot of scuffles. So that's what I'm saying. Did you anybody ever say, hey, you fucking lame?
Okay, so liquor is
yes,
it's a definite booster, in confidence in certain situations. You know what I mean?
Then you got to get beer balls.
And I mean, I don't know, man. For me, like things are a little bit different now than what they were back then. Like, now you don't know who's a UFC fighter. So maybe,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I mean, I don't know, but that never stopped me before. But my thing is with the situation back then. Is of course they would test you. You know what I mean? Like it's like it works to a certain point. I mean, once you get to a certain size where it's like, well, this is crazy. But like of course people will always test you. There's always just one person in a really bad mood, like me that one night. Like I didn't care.
Yeah.
I was in pain. I mean, you never know who you're gonna run to on a bad day. And so I try to be aware of those situations more so than anything else. But do I ever try to antagonize them? Like I don't. Like I can handle someone talking some stuff to me as long as I don't feel like they're gonna swing.
Right.
Because if I can get out of a situation now,
right,
of course I will.
Okay. You ever bodyguard for anyone that might have instigated, started shit, just acted goofy?
I won't do it.
Okay.
I won't do it. It's just too much of a risk and liability right now. I've already done so much in my life that like I want to have a good time. I'm about a good time. I'm about having fun, being with my friends and doing that. If they want to be that guy that wants to to start shit,
Right.
it's not gonna be with me because now you're purposely putting me in danger.
Right.
You know, you don't get no health benefits.
No.
You know, it's like you know, a lot of these gigs, man. You know, they're 200, 300 a day, 500 sometimes. You know,
Right.
it's a full day.
Okay.
I'm already not eating because we're traveling. You know what I'm saying? I don't get to work out. I don't get to do like I'm literally stuck to this person. You know what I'm saying? So I have to really already like this person. Like they have to be a good person, good and friendly, fun to hang out with. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put my life on the line for someone who's purposely trying to start shit. Don't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why would I want to be with someone like that? It's
Yeah.
like I worked my entire life to get away from stuff like that. Now I'm gonna put myself in a situation where people want to start fights. No.
Let me share with you a quick story. Me and my son, we work out together at the gym at the 24-hour fitness right here in Carson. Okay. I won't mention this artist's name because if I do, everybody will know who I'm talking about. He has a bodyguard that was probably like 6'6", 6'7". Big black
That's
dude.
a big dude, yeah.
Big dude. And he was huge, okay? I mean, you look at this guy and just looking at him, he's intimidating. And if you're going to approach him, you better have a damn knife or a gun.
Right.
'Cause you ain't going to beat him. So this, my boy who trains me and my son, is talking to him. And he's always like, oh, you know, check out, you know, this dude right here. Come here, man. I forgot, it's a weird name that he calls him. Come here, man. He said, tell these brothers right here, was talking about me and my son, the story that happened. He said that this very well-known rapper, by the way, I'll give an example or an indication of who he might be, but it's up to you guys to figure it out. He was signed to a Dre's label.
Okay.
But he, big name rapper all over the world, okay? He went up on stage, supposedly they were having a show in Pomona. And the bodyguard is standing on stage, of course, looking at the crowd, see if anybody jumps in, they grab him, they toss their ass back.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he started claiming Compton, and he's not that kind of rapper. Okay.
Yeah.
He had a little liquor in him. The crowd started yelling out hoods, you know, different hoods.
Yeah.
He thought he was hard because he had his bodyguards. Started claiming Compton. All of a sudden, this guy sees a gun come up out of the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay. He jumps in front of him. He takes 7 bullets across his chest.
Yeah.
Okay. Goes to the hospital. Obviously, months later, shows up at the gym, lifts up his shirt, and he shows us these 7 bullets.
Yeah.
The doctors told him like this, that if he didn't work out, if he wasn't that big, the only reason why he lived because those bullets didn't penetrate through him.
Yeah.
And that's when he said, you know what? Never again would I work for this artist.
Yeah.
Never again. So I asked that because I know there's some artists that think because they got some big dudes that will fight for them, that they can just act a fucking idiot.
Man, like
So-
like knowledge is the separation between life and death, bro. So it's like you got to be like, you know when certain things are gonna go down. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you can feel it, like in a room when stuff's
course.
about to happen. You know, what was they say? Nothing good happens after midnight. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing good happens after midnight.
So you know these certain situations, and as you grow up and as you take your lickings, you know, God willing that there are ones you can take and continue life, you start to learn how things are and how people move and what could happen and what's about to happen.
Right.
And then you start analyzing people, who they are and their character, and you start kind of like trying to see if you can see yourself in these situations and how much damage they will cause. Now, as far as people putting other people in danger, if somebody was to pull out a gun, you know, from a situation that they started on their own terms,
Yeah.
I am hereby backing out that situation. Dude, that you did that on your own terms because I
Right.
saw you do it. Don't expect me to hop in front of anything if there's 1, no health insurance. 2, like I said before, my job is to keep you out of trouble.
Out of trouble.
Like I can pick up artists, you know, and just, you know, say, we're going this way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's just, you know, we're not gonna deal with this, bro. You don't need a case. 2, I don't need a bullet or a knife wound. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm a decent looking dude, so you know I don't want to ruin anything like that. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So I'm not being cocky, and I'm just saying, like, I try to really I examine all bad things that can
Right.
happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's my job as a security guard. Like, you know, I don't want to be that guy that, you know, takes a shot for somebody. Because a lot of these artists, especially if you're just showing up, you're just not a number to them. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying all of them, not the people I know and I choose to work with, but like, you know, people I choose to work with, the people that I like, you know, I really care about. Like, really, like I want to be friends with these people, and you know, that's where I see myself, and I don't feel like they will cause me any danger.
One quick question before we go to break. When's the last time you got into a fight?
Oh my gosh, like what? Like
a fist fight,
like a verbal situation?
No. Ping, ping, ping. If it's years ago, then you're doing a good job.
Yeah, it was. I think it was something like it was. Yeah,
okay, that's good.
That's
good. I'm gonna have to hire you, man.
It's been a minute, man.
I'm gonna have to hire you. Big Daddy Swolls, everybody. Stay tuned. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about him rapping, a little bit more about him working out, him bodybuilding. So I'm gonna ask him for some tips for some of you that I know a gang of homies, and not to throw anybody under the bus, but they might be slightly overweight. And we're going to go over possibly some of the tips that he can give you to, you know what, let's take care. The older that we get, the more that we should shine, the better that we should get. So stay tuned, call a friend, text a friend, and let them know Big Daddy Swolls is in the building. We'll come back. Stay tuned.
Just do 1 2 1 2. Right about now, Eazy-E and Dr. Dre's in the motherfucking house.
Times are getting crazy. It's really hard to choose it. The Rodium's a spot to get funky, fresh music. Easy motherfucking E and my homeboy Dr. Dre. MC Ren is in effect, and you know we don't play. The Rodium is hitting, but you know you can't leave until you get a deaf ass tape from Steve. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Yeah, man, I came all the way down to the Rodium spot beat, man, to pick up one of the NWA tapes, man. And I talked to homeboy Steve down there, man, and he said I'm fresh out of tapes, man. How the fuck you fresh out of tapes, man? He said cause they selling like hotcakes and shit, man.
That's my man going down. Hey mom, what's for dinner?
And we heard about this young kid from the Harbor area named Tony A. And he was a DJ, Holmes, and he was going in with the big stars, you know what I'm saying? And he was like one of us going in and infiltrating inside of all these MCs, you know what I'm saying?
A Rodium mixtape is just mixed of different types of music, no matter what genre it is. And like I said, it's like making your own musical movie.
When La Raza came out, man, even the amount of sales of the single of La Raza that got moved out of the Rodium was crazy, bro. And that song just got played and was played in all the stands over there. And I was blessed to go back one time even to see it, and I want to say in 91 or 92.
Although they were not black, they were Oriental, Asian, whatever you want to call them, they were cool. And they embraced everybody, blacks, Latinos, whoever came to the swap meet to want to buy music, they were record people.
Yo, this is how I see it. Tony A chilling at the Rodium with my homeboy Steve. Be on the lookout for our new 12-inch. The shit is dope. Yo, I like to say what's up to my homeboy Dre, my homeboy Prince of Jazz, and the girls with the big ol' ass. So Trip, I'm about to bust one more time to let y'all niggas know just what's on my mind.
In the morning, police at my door. Fresh to be this week across my bathroom floor. Out my back window, I make my escape. Didn't even get a chance to grab my old school tape. Mad with no music, but happy cause free. And the street to a player is the place to be. Got a knot in my pocket weighing at least a gram.
Zesta Dazzle Spanish Fly Harbor area's finest. Tune in to Tony A on Rodium Radio.
Rodium Radio, Tony A in full effect. Stay tuned, watch, listen. This is how we doing it over here.
What up, this is DJ Trick, Spanish Fly, and you're watching Tony A on the Rodium Radio Show.
Alright, my name is Hugo Garcia. I'm going to tell you about the first time I heard the Tony A 88 boom and bass. I already knew about Tony A from the High C albums, and I always heard about the mixtapes. I had actually heard a little bit of one that he did with High C, but it was real bad quality and just a really small part of it. It was probably 1994 or 95. I was in a ROP class. It was to learn how to weld. It was a welding ROP class in Ontario High School, Ontario, California. There was this guy that was in the class, and he was from Fontana, California. I'll never forget that. And he actually had a copy of, to make a long story short, he had a copy of the 88 boom and bass, and he let me borrow it, dubbed it, and man, and I could tell it wasn't an original. It looked like a copy from a copy of a copy, who knows. And this was already 94, 95. But I'll tell you what, man, when I heard that, just blew my mind. I remember me and my friend Richard, we were driving around just hearing it, and wow, it just blew my mind. And I mean, first you had Easy on the intro. That was amazing. Then you had Ice Cube freestyling over the Public Enemy beat. I think JJ Fad and Tone Loc were also on the tape. So I was just like, wow, this is just incredible. And that's really it. I mean, oh yeah, next time I'm in LA, I'm gonna go down to Amoeba and pick up the 88 boom and bass and whatever else Tony has put out, because I mean, it's like a time machine. It's like you get in, throw that tape in, and all of a sudden you're in a different part. And the 88 boom and bass, if I were to compare it to something, was pretty much the same time I heard Boys in the Hood, Easy. That was another life-changing moment where it's like, wow, you know. So that's it.
Tony A the Wizard. I met Tony in about 1986 through a mutual friend of ours who started out as my DJ. Me and Tony started clicking after we plugged at a little DJ thing he was doing. He was set up all his equipment outside of his house over by my school and just started mixing. No reason other than to get down. So at that point, you know, I grabbed the mic, did my little thing. He did his little scratching and stuff. It was a dope combination. So a little bit after that, he had hooked up with Steve over at the Rodium. And the original plan was for me to go ahead and drop some bars on one of his mixes. But, you know, Steve, I'm assuming, wanted to only use, you know, big name artists at the time like NWA and things like that. So I wasn't mad at him. But it was in that rhyme where Tony got the moniker The Wizard. It was something like, hands so fast they look like a blizzard, causing magic on the tables, you can call him a wizard, you know. It was the 80s. That was a solid rhyme at the time. Get off my ass. Yo, what a lot of people might not know about Tony, super humble cat. I've seen him with some of my other big name homeboys who DJ like Joe Cooley and things like that, and he's never been the cocky, overconfident type. Being one of the best DJs in the South Bay, that always kind of shocked me because personally, I didn't think nobody can fuck with him. You know, but that's just me.
Yo, welcome everybody back to Rodium Radio, episode 13 with Big Daddy Swolls. Before we get back into his interview, somebody asked about this hat. I went to the OC block party with my son, and it was one of the homies there from West Kings Clothing. West Kings Clothing blessed me with this hat, and that's why I'm sporting it, supporting him, because he blessed me with it. You can find him on Instagram, if I'm correct, West Kings Clothing. So much love and respect to him. Somebody asked about the shirt. You can find this on my website, DOCUMIXERY.com. Somebody asked about, well, somebody actually complimented the Roadium Mixtape Documixery, and I still encourage everyone to go to my website and you can purchase it for unlimited streaming, the Roadium Mixtape Documixery. Believe me, you won't be disappointed. Other than that, without further ado, Big Daddy Swolls, thank you for hanging around. Thank you for coming and chilling with us. Continue to drink. We're having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now, so bodybuilding, rapping. Before we get into the rapping part, so right now, are you competing at all professionally or?
No, I'm getting ready for another show next year. I'm definitely gonna get back into it.
So when you say a show, what are these shows called? Because I know they have. Now I'm a nerd when it comes to this, so I'm asking. I know they have the Mr. Olympias and the Mr.
Oh, you know about those?
Yeah, well, because of my brothers.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah.
So what would your show be called, or?
It's not my show. It's somebody else's show. I just compete in it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah. So we just do these regional shows, and then once you place high enough against these other athletes, we go to nationals. And out of that, then you turn pro. So.
Okay, and does this go by
weight?
Again, by weight?
Yeah, it's by weight.
Oh, it's by weight, because I don't know. So if I sound like I'm a goofy commentator, homie.
No, not at all, bro. No.
So now, have you won any?
I've won a lot of them. I won a lot of shows. Yeah,
really?
But I haven't won nationals. I was like 1 point off of my pro card. So
really,
I'm a little eating up about that. But I got to finish that out. So
Okay. Yeah, you got to get that.
But I'm deep in the bodybuilding industry. Everybody knows me. The Olympians know me. They all know me. So,
really? Okay. Give us some Olympian names, man, and talk a little bit louder because I need.
Okay. Well, no, I got my good friend Jay Cutler, Sean Roden. I got a lot of other folks that are in there that are really doing a thing. Guy, Sister Reno. I don't even know how to pronounce that last Italian name, man.
Right.
I got a couple too many syllables in them, but
Do you remember back in the days there was those two brothers called the Barbarians?
Yo, yeah, when they ran around Hollywood with the mullets. Are those the ones with the mullets? Yeah, dude, I remember those guys. Yeah,
big dudes.
The twins, right?
Yes.
Twins. I remember them dudes. Yeah.
So I saw that you had an opportunity or a chance to meet Arnold. Did you?
I see Arnold all the time. I've been in the New York Times with Arnold. Yeah, he's
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I see Arnold. I'm not going to say when and where.
Terminator.
I see him all the time in the gym. Yeah, all the time. You'd be surprised how many people go through Gold's Gym. Like, there's a lot of people that go there. The Rock, all of them. Yeah.
Now, what Gold's Gym would this be?
Venice.
Yeah. Now, when you say Venice Beach?
No, that's different. Venice Beach is not Gold's Gym.
Okay.
Venice Beach is just Venice Beach. That's where the the workout on the beach is. But the Gold's Gym is actually on Hampton Drive. It's actually the second one they did. They closed the first one down. So
Okay.
they moved it over onto Hampton Drive. Yeah. So
Okay.
But it's a big gym. They got all the equipment there. It's
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing, bro.
Now, why do people just go to Gold's Gym? I mean, you can go obviously anywhere else to get the workout. Is it just tradition that's where everybody goes?
Yeah, it's hype. Like Tito's Tacos and Pinks and all that other. It's just I mean, but to be honest with you, like. It's a great place to train. The energy there, the people there are pretty cool. Once you get involved.
Well, one day I'm gonna go because
come tomorrow, bro. You can come tomorrow. We can get a workout in.
Okay, I'm 51 years old. You just gotta be easy on me. Okay.
I'll give you them little pink weights. The little
exactly.
We start you off on the little ones. We'll get you in the.
I've been working out for about 3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
And first of all, the reason why I bring this up because I want to encourage people because I've had friends that have told me, and I. Not to embarrass them that have told me, I want to lose weight before I go to the gym. And I always tell them, look, bro, that's at least to me, what I'm hearing is like, I want to stop smoking before I go get help, or before I want to stop drinking before I go to AA meetings.
Well, if someone wants to start, they start.
Yes.
They just don't talk about starting. So if someone really wants to quit something, if they really want to quit,
right,
they'll quit.
Okay.
So
now, I know if anybody knows anything, about eating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's just say, for an example, I'm 6'3", and I weigh 400 pounds.
Okay.
And I tell you, Big Daddy, I want to get down to 200. I know it's not going to happen overnight, but what do you suggest that I start eating, or how should I start eating? For those that are wondering, how does somebody that compete, what does he eat? Or what are the changes that I should make?
They're not that difficult.
Okay.
You'd be surprised. Like, you can still involve barbecue sauce. You can still involve your ketchup. You can still involve all kinds of things. You know what I mean? You just make your little switches. So it's like, do Coke, drink Diet Coke. If you're doing butter, switch it to, and can't believe it's not butter. You just got to stay away from the fried foods.
The fried food?
You know what I mean? Stay away from like those saturated fats, those trans fats that are going to be really toxic and hang around your body for a long time. So basically, your body breaks down whatever carbs or whatever fats and distributes them equally into your body. Whatever they can't break down and use as energy, they're stored as fat.
Okay.
But like if you're a big person, overweight, you tend to lose weight a lot faster.
Really?
Yeah. But like the lower you get in body percent fat is, the harder it is to lose the weight. So once you get down to like 3% body fat, it's really hard to do it. But for the first thing, I mean, you can just get on Atkins diet and lose 100.
Really?
Yeah, that's nothing.
See, why do we always think then that it's going to be like so fucking hard? Like
it's because it's a change. It's uncomfortable. Everything is like anything this change is uncomfortable.
Okay.
But most of the time, being uncomfortable is part of your personal growth. But like I said, if it's not that difficult, you still need to eat, 4 to 6 times a day. You still need
4 to 6 times a day.
It speeds up your metabolism. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, say that again, please.
It speeds up your metabolism.
Okay. Now, say that I'm this 6'3", 400-pound guy, and I said, Big Daddy, what do I have for breakfast? What would you recommend me have for breakfast?
Man, you could have potatoes. You could have
potatoes.
You could have potatoes. You could have grits, oats, eggs. You could have anything along those lines. It's just now, as long as it's clean, like it's not trans-saturated fats. Stay away from like the heavy dairy, the cheese and stuff like that.
What about rice?
Unless you're on Atkins diet, rice is like the go-to. You know what I mean? That's the go-to for me.
Now, I heard because I made the switch a long time ago. No more white rice, have brown rice. Is that true?
Well, the difference between white rice and brown rice is the brown rice is coated.
Right.
So it takes a little bit while for it to be broken down into your body, so it probably doesn't absorb as much.
Okay.
That's pretty much what I've read about the differences. So the white rice will get in your system a lot faster and you'll utilize it a little bit quicker.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. The only thing I got to ask you is you got to speak up a little bit louder.
Yeah, sorry.
No, all good.
Sorry,
okay. Now, what about white noodle compared to wheat noodle?
I don't do the noodle thing.
Okay.
I don't really I mean, you could do it like once a week. You can have a cheat meal once a week. Go out and have like, something that's beneficial, like a burger or something like that. Some spaghetti with some chicken on it or something like that.
Okay. When I first started working out, that was about 3 years ago. I think it was about 3 years ago. And I had this one guy, at least for me, these were wise words. He said, don't join the gym. That's what he told me. Don't join the gym. And I said, why? And he said, because he said, and he knew me. He said, do calisthenics at home, run, sit-ups, push-ups, whatever you could do at home. He said, do it, build a routine. Know that you want this. He said, because most people that join the gym right away never go.
Like I said, it just boils down to if you want to be in shape. It's like you'll stop doing whatever you want to stop. If you really want to stop something, you'll stop it.
Okay.
It's just
But that's the hard part for most people. They don't have good willpower.
No, I mean a lot of people don't. Like whether it be success or driven or being anything. It just depends on how bad you want it. Like, do you want it or not?
Yeah.
Like, because no one can force it down your throat. The right diet, nobody can tell you what to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like if you want it,
you
do it. If you don't, you're not. It's how everything boils down to as well as how bad you want it, how bad you want success, how bad you want to lose weight. I mean, doing a diet can be hard. Like if you're getting really down to the nitty gritty, but small changes can cause you to lose a lot of pounds. It really ain't gonna affect you too much.
You eat a lot of fish?
If it's salmon, I can handle it. Tilapia, I kind of just try to swallow it down real quick. Cod,
a lot of protein shakes?
Protein shakes before and after midnight. So, after my workout and then at midnight, I'll have one. Just something quick post-workout.
What's one part of the body you do not like working out? Like for me, I'll be honest with you, I hate doing legs. It just takes so much out of me.
Yeah, man. Legs is something I don't mind doing. You know what I mean? Because my legs are big now and I like looking at them and it's like I'm like because you come from a skinny kid and when you're 6'2", it's hard to build up your legs, I know. So when I finally got them, I'm like,
is it true? Because I found it to be true. Working out legs after a while, it helps down there.
Helps down where?
Down there.
It's okay. Here's the thing. Here's the deal with that shit.
Get a little bit louder because these guys out there.
All right, I'm a bit late. The bigger you get, the littler it's gonna look. You understand? Doesn't mean it is. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if you gotta, it depends on how much I mean, I don't even know about this conversation right now. But what I'm trying to tell you is, does it mess with the wee wee? You saying?
No. Does it help?
Does it help with the wee wee?
Yes. Okay, because I see
you gotta elaborate that a little bit. What do you mean by help? Yeah. Let me know what you're talking about. Because I don't want this to go too far that way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we'll get off of it right away. But okay, for an example, there's guys at the gym. Okay,
right.
Every time I see them, all they're doing is legs.
Yeah.
I mean, they go with their girlfriends, and their asses are bigger than their girlfriends.
You talking about the girls doing the legs?
No, hold on.
Okay.
I see guys that their asses are bigger than their girlfriend's ass. And I've always said that if your ass, being a dude, is bigger than your girl's, there's a problem. Okay? So now, I had a couple of conversations with these guys that just love doing legs.
Right.
And here's what they say. Oh, it helps down there, man. It helps build testosterone and, I'm asking you because
it releases, like I heard it releases natural GH. I don't think that has anything to do with testosterone and your hitting status. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's gonna bring it home when you. You know what I'm saying?
You heard it here from Big Daddy Swolls. Thank you, brother, for clarifying that.
You are welcome, my dude.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So now, Big Daddy Swolls has been rapping for about 5 years now. First of all, people shouldn't laugh at that. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's rappers today that have said, "I didn't want to be rappers," and they're blown the fuck up right now.
Yeah.
I'm talking to my son really quick. Who was that one rapper that said he wasn't a rapper and he just started? Was it Blueface?
No, not Blueface.
Okay, if you don't remember it, all right, shout him out when.
He was one of them, right?
Well, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
This is a prime example.
Yeah, but so you started rapping. Do you have an album out or anything out that?
No, I got singles out.
Okay.
Yeah. I promoted some singles and stuff. So,
all right.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, where can people, if they wanted to check out Big Daddy Swolls rapping, is that your rapping name?
That's it. You just Google it. Big Daddy Swolls.
It'll all come up.
Yeah. You can even just type in Swolls and one of them will come up and you'll see it. Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And how many songs do you have out?
Man, I got some good ones I haven't released yet.
Okay.
The real ones that I really like, we're waiting. But the ones, I'm not saying, they ain't good. I like them to release them.
Right.
But I don't know, 4 or 5.
Okay.
4 or 5.
And I know you got a video or two out, right?
Yeah, I got a video. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a video.
Now, who's in that video? Because if I'm correct, I saw some bodybuilder in there.
All right, Sergi Constance is basically he's one of my good friends in the gym. He's got a big following. He actually played. Did you ever see Justice League? That movie Justice League.
Yes.
Okay, remember Wonder Woman?
Yes.
Remember Zeus, the father?
Yeah.
That's Sergi.
Really?
Yeah, he's in my music. He's in my music video. Yeah. So he's a really good dude, man. My heart goes out to that guy because he's just always, there. And then Carissa Rosario, she's in that thing. She was like a Maximum, so she played the girl and stuff. So
okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun to put people together and projects together. It's amazing, man. I love it. It's fun.
Now let me ask you this, because we were on the subject of asses.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It's beautiful when you see a girl, she goes to the gym and she naturally builds up that ass.
Right.
Okay. Beautiful. It looks like a peach.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you got these girls that they look like Bug's Life, skinny ass legs, and they buy that ass.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look right.
No.
Like, wouldn't you prefer an all natural, girl with a workout ass? I mean,
listen, man. Like when when you get into that situation, all right. There's some girls that are a little too big. You know what I'm saying? For my thing. So let's just say like you get in it and it feel like a piece of wood. When you know what I'm saying. So it can be overdone a little bit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But then you're talking about that silicone stuff. I ain't never had that.
Okay.
But I'm just wondering, maybe the cheeks would open up a little bit too far with the silicone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get in it, so
right.
Maybe there might be something on that situation that I might not partake in. I don't know what it's going to feel like. So for me, it's kind of like unexplored territory.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know, man. Like it felt like some titties.
Right. Well,
I mean, maybe I don't know, man. Because they look like they swallowed a spaceship or something. Down there
I mean, because you look at pictures like of Kim Kardashian,
right?
And she looks like Bug's Life. I mean, that booty is just like theirs, and the legs look like pencils.
Oh man,
And then you go to the gym, then you see these girls, the quads, the thighs, the calves, the booty.
My type.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, what would you prefer? The fake or the real?
Well, I don't, I can't. I like the titties. I think that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
the tatas.
I can't. Yeah, but the booty you can build. You know what I'm saying? If you really go in, I mean, well, some people can. Some people just have to.
Some booties get so damn big, you're gonna need at least 6 inches just to get through them cheeks.
Right.
So
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you do. Sometimes there's those situations where you need.
Okay, so don't bite off more than what you can chew.
Oh, then we talking about me?
No.
I'm about to say, man. Hey, I'm.
You're good.
I'm comforted in that. Yeah, don't worry.
All good. So,
man,
what is Big Daddy Swolls working on now?
Man, I'm working with Greedy Greg.
Greedy Greg, now. Much love to Greedy Greg once again.
All love to Greedy Greg. Greedy Greg is the one who's actually opened up a lot of doors for me and introduced me to people like you and other people that have really blessed me with great company. So Greg, thank you. You're listening. I love you, brother. You're an amazing person, and you're got a very special heart, man. So, and we all appreciate what you've done for this. So yeah, I'm working with some things right now. There's some things in the process that I don't even want to put out there, but like I said, it's this next year. I plan to release something really good and really dope, and I'm hoping everyone's gonna like it.
Well, you know what? We started up this platform to help many independent artists,
right?
Really, because radio won't give any independent artist a platform to be heard. Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Do you think radio is like super duper relevant right now, or do you think it's more internet? Because I've been getting conflicted.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what I said last week on an interview. I said, by 10 years, okay, in 10 years, I don't think these radio stations are going to be relevant. I don't think they're going to be around. Honestly, I think this is the future, and that's why I encourage you, and I encourage everybody out there listening. You have a voice, you have a computer, you can have a phone, whatever, start up your own podcast. This is your voice. Start it up, okay? Same way I started it up, and people are viewing, but we got to give them good content.
Yeah.
Radio is only dick riding whatever goofy bastard the radio station tells them to play. If they're mumbling some bullshit, cool, let's play it.
Toby comes a hit.
I mean, first of all, I don't listen to radio. I'll be honest. I do not listen to radio. There's nothing interesting there. So I just encourage everyone to start up their own podcast, start up their own radio station, which many people have, and they're doing a good job. So if anything, you can, open up Big Daddy Radio.
Oh yeah, something like that, like you did.
Yes, and you can have Hammer, you can have all of these guys, come on your podcast. But I do believe that this is the future. This is the future of radio, if you will.
Yeah.
So once again, I encourage everybody, especially you Chicanos out there, Chicano rappers, start your own podcast. Okay, don't worry about what other people say. Don't worry about what other people think. Honestly, go forward, win, because winners like to see other people win. Remember that. Winners like to see other people win. There are people that come on my podcast, comments, and all they want to do is talk shit. And honestly, that doesn't bother me. But what really gets me sometimes, and I'm like, these guys are probably grown-ass men, because most all shit talkers are hide behind, private accounts. Okay, they'll put a picture of Donald Trump. They'll give themselves some goofy-ass name just to talk crap. Like, man, if that floats your boat, if that gets you hard, go for it, homie. But you're wasting your fucking time because you're not going to bother me. Seriously, I'm still going to eat. But I encourage those who want to open up their podcast, go forward, man. I want to see you guys win. Seriously.
Yeah, can I add to that too?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can keep commenting actually, because that's good for actually the ratings, because
yes,
it shows it's like activity. So if you the more you hate, you could keep putting whatever word you're on there, actually helping our ratings.
Yeah.
So keep watching, keep hating. A comment is still registered as a comment with
right.
the internet. So it just boosts us up more. So just I mean, you could hate as much as you want, bro.
Right.
Like it don't matter to me. I'm here and you're there.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
Because you're an interesting individual. You said something to me one time on Instagram, and I want to bring it up. So I kind of want to change the channel.
Let's do it.
Okay. I want to go to AM radio station real quick.
Okay.
So if you guys hear a little bit of statics, because I'm trying to find them UFO radio station in the vampire hours of the night. So right now.
Yeah.
Yes or no, Big Daddy Swolls, do you believe in UFOs?
Do I believe in UFOs?
Yes.
You mean the unidentified flying objects? Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Now, I want to believe, but can you share why you believe that?
Well, I mean, look how much stuff is probably hidden from us already. You know what I mean? Like, you'd be kind of foolish to like think that, I feel like there's enough proof out there for people to actually, go there and see. There's always like things being flown around. I mean, really, you just don't know what's inside them. You know what I mean? It could be another person. It could be whatever. We don't know. But there's a lot of things that go on with UFOs and things like that that I just think that we're just not told about. You know what I mean?
Now, I have a brother, and big shout out to my brother Ruben. I don't know if he's watching. Star Wars is his religion.
Yeah.
I have yet to meet someone that cannot quote him when it comes to the Star Wars movies. Like, he knows this whole mystery. I don't even think George Lucas cannot quote his ass.
Oh, man.
Okay, this is his religion. Okay. So, you believe in UFOs. What about, you mentioned a flat earth.
Yeah, okay, so
okay, go ahead.
All right, so this is not something I'm willing to...
I'm going to see if there's any more. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. All this is not my be all, say all. This is stand right here, and this is what I'm going to stake my total stance on. But there's a lot of things that actually are interesting about the flat earth. And not the flat earth society, the people that are, involved with, their own beliefs in it. You know what I mean? Four corners of the earth. You know what I mean? The what they call it, the dome.
Right.
The filament being, shooting rockets in the sky and they exploding at the top, and people trying to test different things. It's very interesting. It's interesting. And I am an individual who likes to be intrigued by interesting conversations.
Right.
Like, I like interesting conversations. Interesting shit. Like, no matter how bad or if it's interesting, I'm into it, There's the Greek mythology, that kind of like just kind of comes out of nowhere with horns and stuff like that, which actually relate to the Nephilim. The Nephilim.
I know a lot about the Nephilim.
Okay, the Book of Enoch, the Nephilim. These people that are actually the angels came down, mated with females, humans, right?
Right.
Which created the Nephilim. But angels, if I remember correctly, they didn't just mate with females. They mated with beasts. Okay, and then they assume like rights of power and things like that in the Greek mythology, and then you see the people on the pyramids and Nephilim type people, like when they sit down, stand up, you know, the person's like, you know, would be like, you know what I mean? Not to mention all the bones that are uncovered that are just huge, you know what I mean? Which I think it all could be boiled down to science in the end, but you know, it all really does kind of correlate with each other. You know what I mean? Like it's like a structured story that can be followed into Greek mythology, to aliens, to like there's theories out there that aliens are either demons or angels. You know what I'm saying? So talk about possession or people coming down and like, you know, it's interesting shit, bro. Like it's like
interesting, bro.
Yeah, it's like it's something that definitely will get you thinking. Anything to get you thinking, exercising your mind is good for you. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm taking a firm stance on any of this stuff, so don't start calling me names and nothing like that out there, which, you know, it's whatever. I don't care. I really don't care if you do. But it's really interesting shit. So if you check it out, Book of Enoch, Nephilim, look up the Nephilim on YouTube. You see all these giant skeletons uncovered. It's crazy shit, man. It's
we
amazing.
do know it's out there, and it does make interesting conversation.
Very much so.
And, you know, let me say this. There was a time where I took away time away from the music, okay? And I began to study a lot. I really began to read a lot. To make a long story short, for those that may not know, I may look dumb, but I'm not dumb. Okay,
I don't think you look dumb, bro.
Okay,
that's just coming from me. You know what I'm saying?
I studied the history of Assyria, ancient history. I love ancient history. Assyria, ancient Egypt, ancient Babylon, which is modern day Iraq, ancient Persia, which is modern day Iran. Greece, ancient Rome, ancient Israel. I studied all of those ancient. I actually know more about those, you know, if you will, about those countries than I actually know about Mexico. You know, now because it's intriguing.
It's whatever you find interesting.
Right.
Yeah. It's whatever.
And let me drop a nugget for some of these guys. Okay. That girls like intelligent guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys that
if they're intelligent females.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
you gotta leave that one out because that right there is very important.
No girl wants to go out with a good-looking dumbass, even though we do see them. Okay.
Come on, bro.
Okay. So
come on, hey man.
Come on, man. with the dash of comedy.
Okay, man.
Anyway. Okay, so Big Daddy Swolls.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no, flat Earth or no?
Oh, come on, man. Don't put me on the spot like that.
Okay.
I would say
you're not sure.
I would say, look, 100% after looking at everything. One, I have not seen. No one has. What do you call satellites? No one's seen a satellite. They say they like.
Right.
I've never seen a satellite. Okay, never seen one in the air floating around the orbit of the Earth. I've looked through a telescope when, you know, the ship is supposed to have, like, you know, disappeared into the ocean because of its, you know, the gravity pulling it together. And it's still there with binoculars because your line of sight tends to shrink. Okay.
Right.
So technically speaking, with the math equations that people tend to put together, those actually don't add up. All right. Now, for someone to tell me that there's this core point energy down there when we've only drilled down to about 17 miles into the Earth, hey, just believe it.
Okay.
But if you think about it, the round Earth is a relatively new theory. It's pretty new. It's like, you know, it's like what, 4 or 5, maybe, I don't know, 600.
Okay, I'm not going to debate on that because
I'm
I
just saying,
believe in the round Earth.
No, I'm not saying I'm not debating it, but I'm just saying, there are things that make you think.
Of course.
I'm not saying like, look, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
Most guys that believe in a flat Earth, I usually tell them, don't worry about the flat Earth. Worry about your flat chest and hit some incline because most guys, that's all they want. He sticks out his chest. Look at that. Big Daddy Swolls.
I'm making sure we weren't talking about
Right. No. Most guys have a flat chest. Don't worry about the flat Earth. Worry about your flat chest.
Yeah.
Okay. They want to argue and debate. And
no, I don't. Look, man. If I argue with somebody over something that I don't know about, it kind of makes me like.
Of course.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it doesn't make it. And I'm not going to win any points or make any money by arguing with someone about something that's heavily debated by anyone. I just find it very interesting when you look up some of these, you know, facts. or what we're being shown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I just checked, I was like, oh shit, that's
Right.
you know, I mean, like, so that's what it is.
It's funny. Somebody said that they think that this alcohol is getting to us.
Let it happen, man.
Let it happen, huh? Let it happen.
Let
Makes
it
an
go,
interesting
bro.
conversation.
Shoot, dude. You know what
Now,
I mean?
you believe in alien abductions?
I don't know anybody personally, bro.
You believe in Bigfoot?
I mean, honestly, like, bro, there might be some crazy creature running around. You know what I'm saying? With
Right.
a bunch of hair on or whatever. It might be one of them Humboldt girls you was talking about. Them
Chupacabras,
El Naturals. You know what I'm saying? It might be one of those. You just, like I said, it's possible.
Okay.
Different dimensions. I can't say no and I can't say yes. I just know it's pretty amazing that we're here.
Right.
You know, that we can feel, see, touch.
Right.
That nobody can say, like, you know,
Okay.
We take our information, we put it together, and we come up with the best way so we can feel comfortable and live our life.
Okay. You believe in haunted houses?
Yeah, that I believe in ghosts, man. I think ghosts are real. I think spirits are totally true.
Just in case somebody tuned in and doesn't know what the hell we're talking about, and this is Rodium Radio. We're talking to Big Daddy Swolls, and Big Daddy Swolls is a rapper, bodybuilder, and a bodyguard. Okay, somebody you definitely don't want to fuck with. So I'm just throwing that out there. But as we're wrapping it up, you have a ghost story you want to share?
A ghost story. Oh man. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So you know how it's like when you're younger, you've kind of, like, people say you're more susceptible to seeing things. Like,
I've heard that. Yeah.
It's so, like, you know, this is always like led back to like a floating object, you know, and like by the fridge, you know what I mean? And I woke up and saw, like, oh, you know, I had to go to the bathroom, and needless to say, I didn't make it to the bathroom, so it was just floating there, and it's just some kind of, you know, old lady looking thing. You know, this shit is. Oh, whoa, wait a minute, I got one. You know these night terrors? You know the things that actually happen, like where you feel the evil,
right?
Like you like those are true.
Right.
Like, because I feel those.
What
like,
people call today negative energy.
Well, no, it's like a night terror, like the person in the black hat or the black figure.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Okay. So I lived in this house. This is my last house I lived in, right? And I slept in this one room, and I would have the most terrifying feelings of just pure evil. And then, you know, you pray to Jesus, and they go away just like that every time. So that solidifies my faith right there.
Okay.
Like 100%. All right. I shit you not, bro. I shit you not, dude. Okay. Every time I slept in this room, I would feel that presence. Okay. It was an evil fucking presence. I'm like, I go talk to the neighbor, like, man, dude, this house is freaking me the fuck out, man. Like, every time I go in this room, it just feels bad. So I didn't want to tell you this, but a family was murdered in that house.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It's like, yeah, and the last person that lived there said the same fucking thing you did. I was like, get the fuck out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I moved. I was out. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, those presence and that energy that's around there, like that's 100% real. And I'm not making this up. I'm not like one of these guys that likes to chase hype.
Right.
This was like some shit. I was like, dude, bro, like this is crazy, and it happened with the old neighbor, you know, before us. You know what I'm saying? The guy came in, killed the mom, and killed the daughter.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the room I was in, the dad died in that room. So wow. Yeah. So it was just
creepy as fuck.
I couldn't live there no more, man.
Yeah, no, that's some poltergeist shit.
Yeah, it's just you know, it was.
Yeah, all good. Well, take a sip. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap this up. Big Daddy Swolls. First of all, I'm thankful that you were able to come. I think you were able to hear to be here. I believe your story is interesting from rapper, bodyguard, bodybuilder. When are you going to be competing next? I know you said soon, or
I'll be in May. I'll be in May. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just relaxing another holiday season and stuff, but I'm really getting ready to get into it.
Okay, and where would this competition take place?
Northern California, probably Contra Costa.
Northern California. Now, what is this event named? Is it?
It's a Contra Costa bodybuilding show.
Okay, just a bodybuilding show.
Yeah, it's, there's thousands of them, bro. It's so big. Like,
see,
the bodybuilding industry is really.
That's
big.
what I don't know, so that's why I asked.
It's a really big industry. Like, it's big. So yeah.
Okay, and you gonna win?
Oh yeah, that for sure. That show, yeah, it shouldn't be an issue.
Because I've never met anybody that trains to lose.
Yeah, I mean,
you train to win.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like what the end goal. You know what I mean?
Right.
Why else would you be training to, you work not to make money? It's kind of like the same thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly. All right, brother.
Yeah.
Well, once again, people can reach you at Big Daddy Swolls. All you got to do is Google you. Your videos will pop up. Your Instagram, whatever.
Yep.
Your MySpace, all of that.
I'm gonna say thank you for having me too, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing because I know this show is gonna do really well. So you're driven and you got a lot of content and you're a dope person. I'm telling you, brother.
Thank you, my brother.
God bless you.
Thank you, man. God bless, brother. So once again, Rodium Radio brought you a Big Daddy Swole. So when he wins his competition, I'm gonna bring him back, and when he blows up, he's gonna sponsor my show. Okay, you heard it here first. Okay, he said it. Okay, I'm not lying to you. He said it. Yeah, we're gonna sponsor.
What kind of sponsor are we talking about? I'm gonna sponsor you a bottle
to begin with, and I gotta get my boy John Elkins paid. Okay, because he wants to go to the Philippines. You're gonna pay for his trip. So anyway,
I'm paying for the trip.
Yes, sir. So once again, Rodium Radio will be back Wednesday night. Tell a friend. We have a West Coast legend, Sir Jinx. He produced the all-time. Well, he just produced so many hits from the first Ice Cube album, second Ice Cube album, third Ice Cube album. So many songs. He actually has the #1 disc record of all time, which is No Vaseline. He produced that. I met him when he was 17 years old. He's a close friend of mine. He'll be here, and we're going to continue to drink. So once again, the Roadium mixtape DOCUMIXERY, available at DOCUMIXERY.com. I got to show love to John motherfucking Elkins for making all this possible. And also got to show love to Sandy Pants at Sandy's Insights on YouTube. Look her up, subscribe. She has her own podcast on Sundays. Sandy's Insights on YouTube. I also got to show love to Dave. Yep. Dave, that's Big Daddy Soul's friend. And my son B Scanless, my right hand man. That's my bodyguard. You don't want to miss with me, okay? He UFC fighter, okay? You guys don't know that, so I'm throwing that out there just in case you guys want to test me. So anyways, much love and respect to everyone. Have a blessed night, and we'll see you Wednesday.
Hey folks, it's your boy Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop, and I'm kicking it live with my man Tony A. Check out his latest documentary on DOCUMIXERY.com. It's the bomb. It's all about my man Steve YANO and his contribution that he created from the Rodium swap that's still alive right here on Redondo Beach Boulevard. Check it out, y'all. DOCUMIXERY.com. My man Tony A. Much love, y'all. Much love, Steve. Peace.
About to cold tear shit up. AOD, you gotta love. Steve, hit record, man.